Peace family, I've been really inspired to teach you guys how to make herbal medicine. So every Wednesday, that's what I'm going to do. And this month, each Wednesday, I'm going to cover how to make different types of tinctures. And I realized I haven't even explained what a tincture is. Many of you may not know, so before I jump the gun, allow me to explain. So a tincture is a form of medicine. It's a super concentrated extract of a particular herb, root, or seed. It is in liquid form, and it's basically like what I said, super concentrated. It's like condensing a big old pile of herbs down into a little bottle of liquid that you only need to take like sparingly whenever you're sick. So that's what's awesome about them. So you make a tincture by soaking whatever herb, root, or seed whose properties you want to take into your body into some form of liquid. You soak it in a liquid, and this liquid needs to not only extract the properties but preserve them. That's the key word. The preservation of the properties is what makes a tincture different from any kind of regular tea or other type of extract. Now, the possible liquids that you can use are vinegar, glycerin, and alcohol, and I just listed those from least effective to the best. I think I said worst. Okay, so starting with the least effective, glycerin would be by far the worst to make an extract out of, and you actually wouldn't call it a tincture. That's just me. But if you run into an experienced herbalist, they may be really like snooty, like that's not a tincture, that's a what they call it, a vinegar extract, like whatever. Whatever, same process basically. But it's the worst because it only lasts for 6 months tops, and it's even worse if you use white vinegar. You definitely want to use apple cider vinegar if you do that, and refrigerating it would probably help extend the shelf life, as well as adding a little bit of alcohol, but that kind of defeats the purpose if you don't want to use alcohol. However, it is something to consider. This is the brand of ACV that I like to use, and you want to be sure to store it in a cool, dark place. Opt for apple cider vinegar over white vinegar. Alright, the second best would be vegetable glycerin. It's very sweet and syrupy, so it's great for children. It's great if you want to avoid alcohol, but you mainly want to use fresh herbs when you do that. It only lasts like 3 to 5 years, so that's why it makes it second best. And again, you can add alcohol to that if you want to extend the shelf life. But again, that defeats the purpose if you don't want to use alcohol. Matt, move. Hard at it. This is not the brand of glycerin that I use, but I heard it's a good brand. Just wanted to remind you to store glycerites in a cool, dark place. Alright, now we're down to my favorite type of tincture, the grain alcohol tinctures. And this is grain alcohol that you would get from the liquor store, not rubbing alcohol. We want it to be edible. But it is the very best to make tinctures out of because it lasts 10 years. 10 years. Yes. You can take a bulk amount of herbs and condense it into a little bottle, and it will last you for 10 years. Like, it's amazing. Talk about economic when it comes to medicines and healing. A lot of people think, oh, well, I can't give this to children. Actually, the very small amount of alcohol that is used in a recommended dosage of herbal medicine is readily metabolized by the liver. Like, that alcohol is not going to sit in the body very long at all. You're not going to feel drunk or tipsy. So it actually is okay to give to children. I just wouldn't give it to them under the age of 12, and I would probably add some glycerin or honey to it. And just to be on the safe side for you guys, I wouldn't give it to any child under the age of 16. Some tips when choosing alcohol would be to keep it 80 proof or higher. The higher the better. I like to use this brand, Gem Clear. It is 190 proof, which is awesome. You want to get a tasteless and flavorless type of alcohol, and you want to store it in a cool, dark place. But yeah, that's all I have for alcohol. That's all I have for tinctures, period. They're very great. It's just a form of herbal medicine. You would take a dropper full, put it under your tongue, allow the blood vessels and everything to absorb the nutrients, and then swallow after about 10 seconds. And works like a charm every time. Now, the one thing I did forget to mention about glycerin, glycerin is called an herbal glycerite. Yes, glycerin is called an herbal glycerite, and vinegar extracts are called vinegar extracts, just like I said. But I'm going to call them all tinctures because it keeps it short, sweet, and simple. One thing that I wanted to mention before I leave is that alcohol has the best extraction rate. It will extract more of the properties than glycerin or apple cider vinegar would. Therefore, for a glycerin tincture, you would need to take more of it to get the same effects as the alcohol tincture. Same for apple cider vinegar. But yeah, that's all I wanted, just to explain what a tincture is a little bit. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment below, DM me on Instagram, or email me, and all those will be in the description box below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend who cares about their health.